January 15th already, halfway through January. Still got the snow on the ground from the other week. But today's Wednesday. It snowed last Sunday. So it's been on the ground for over a week now. Had some pretty cold temperatures. It's melted a little bit, but it's still hanging around, which is fine. I don't mind it. I'd rather have snow than freezing rain any day of the week. Glad to have some thick stockpile that we can keep grazing. Due to this total grazing system. The years past, I don't recall having near as thick a stockpile because it was grazed 60 days before for the most part. But it's been, last time we were in here was end of April, May. I'd have to look sometime in there. I think it was in May. So we're in January. It's had plenty of time to recover. Get those roots established. Been on this new mineral program for over a month now, and cows seem to be doing better. Might be in my head, but I feel like they look better. I don't know if I've loosened them up that much, but I am giving them probably a little more than what they need with these colder temps, and we are breeding right now, the fall calvers, so make sure we give them plenty. They haven't cleaned up what's behind them yet. As the snow continues to melt, they can get more of what's down below. Once that snow melts, they can clean it up more. But sliding the fence over for today. Been moving it every day. You see what they're getting to. Good old fescue, Kentucky 31. Still got green in it after May 5 to January 13. 8 months or so. Still got plenty of green in it. I'm gonna take some forage samples off this farm and compare it to some of the hay I got. And I'm willing to bet that this fescue is better than that first cutting hay, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated. But everything that we've seen so far confirms that. I had some taken on another farm, which was I'd say some of my better ground. Had a sample taken from the season-long stockpile and samples from paddocks that were grazed once. And they all tested. The season-long stockpile was 9% protein, which is borderline for a lactating cow. It's okay for a dry cow. The TDN was 55 or more. I'd have to look. And then the others that were grazed once, they were in the 11 to 14 range of protein. And then I think they were closer to 60 or more TDN. So, good enough for these cows. I'm gonna take a couple off these fields here on this farm, like I said, and then take a sample from the hay I got in the barn just for fun. And yep, see what we find. Probably nothing new. Kentucky 31 fescue is the way to go if you want to graze in the wintertime. Keeps your cattle out of the mud. As long as you keep them moving, gives them plenty of energy and protein in it for even a lactating cow. Dry cows, they don't have any problem, which all these, everything's still got a calf on them, and all the groups, all the spring calves are still on the cows in every group. Probably gonna wean them in the next month or so. And all the fall calves are on as of course, and growing. And cows should be getting bred back right now. But with that, we're gonna finish up this fence and got every group taken care of today, so looks like colder temperatures in the next week or so. So I don't know if this snow will melt anytime soon or what, but I think there's a chance of snow in the next couple of days as well. So we'll see what happens. But having thick stockpile like this ahead of the cows is a good sign. If it were a foot of snow, we might have to unroll some more hay, but no more than what it is, we can graze through it. Not a problem. And it's always a good sign that when you can graze in the wintertime. Seems like when we gotta unroll hay or rely on hay to feed the groups, it seems to take twice as long as it does to just move fence grazing like normal. So not only do you have extra costs, input costs, hay costs, fuel costs, the time, and it seems to take twice as long, but you got the extra costs into it. It's fine and all. You know, the way I feed hay, I like to make it pay, which means put it in spots that need some more fertility, spread out the nutrients in the seed and the fertilizer, and make it pay with better grass for next year. But it is a lot easier to move this fence over, strip grazing, and it doesn't cost near as much. And the cows can feed themselves. But with that, we're gonna get out of here, and everyone have a great day.